Hello everyone, welcome back to me playing through a graphic novel-esque boomer shooter. Hope everyone had a good day. I just made chicken for my fiance for when she gets back. Feeling productive. Finished up my Alan Wake 2 script. I get recording lines for that tomorrow. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all my day. It's actually, easier to get through it than I thought. But that's been me. How you guys been? We might be finishing this tonight. I'm pretty sure chapter 1 only took me two streams as well, so feeling good. But anyways, don't let my positivity fool you. I am ready to be nihilistic if need be. We live in nihilistic times after all. And apparently nihilism is something that can get you locked up. What's next after this? I could play the new Dying Light game, honestly. Apparently it's pretty decent, way better than Dying Light 2. So maybe that. But I also have Silent Hill F coming up, and I gotta make room for that. So it's either that or, either Silent Hill F or Dying Light, whichever one. The world sucks, does it? And we're all going to die eventually. There's your nihilism. That's not nihilism, that's just reality. Just noticed in the original MGS3 had 2 portraits of JAV actresses, and those same JAV actresses got asked for new pictures. Yeah, they actually, one of them has a kid now, so I guess she's no longer a JAV actress. So they put her in there with her kid. Are they actually adult video actresses, or just regular model actresses? Heard Microsoft gonna be raising the prices of Xbox. That'll help sell it. I mean, it's already flying off the shelves. Making it more expensive? Yeah, why wouldn't you? Now's the time to buy. When's the GTA 5 stream happening? I got bad news for you. I played and recorded Grand Theft Auto 5 2 or 3 years ago, and I still have the footage for it for making the video, so I don't actually need to play through GTA 5 again. That being said, before GTA 6 comes out, maybe I'll play GTA 5 again. I haven't decided on that. But no promises. But I wouldn't need it for making a video on it. Also, Xavier, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships right off the bat. God damn, man, you're a madman. And if any of you got a membership from Xavier, please send him some love. Give him a pat on the back. Tell him he did a good job. Spread the love. Just spread the love. Spread it. Don't worry about the risks. Been getting a lot of info about Resident Evil 9. I was gonna send you some. I don't need anything. I'm good. I don't want you risking whatever your sources are, and I don't want spoilers. You deserve it, Dart. Hope you guys are doing well. Yep. Well, Lucky's currently at the theater. She's basically working. There's a kids play that's actually their first show is tonight for what is it, Schoolhouse Rock. So she's assistant director for that. So she'll be back home later tonight. I made her chicken. Themed her some chicken and rice. So she'll have a warm meal when she comes home. That's right, treat my lady right. And other than that, I got my Alan Wake 2 script finished. I'm recording lines for that tomorrow, so you guys will be getting that one very soon. You're sloshing all over the guys and gals. Slosh consensually though, Nostrid. Always slosh consensually. And don't waste the slosh. Keep it inside. Once it leaves the body, it's no longer slosh. I need you to know that. It's only slosh in the body. It's slush otherwise, alright? It's magma and lava. I'm releasing my thick slosh while stroking it. Please don't make slosh so dirty. Slosh is not meant to be a perversion. Way of life. An ideology. Dijon mustard. You know what? There was a time when I was a child that I actually did believe Dijon mustard was the mustard for rich people because of those damn commercials. Oh man, I want to try this Dijon mustard one day. What's it cost? $1,000 a bottle? And then I just one day just saw it at the store and it's the same price as regular mustard. It's just mustard with some spice in it. Man, I was dumb as a kid. Now we have a million different types of ketchup and mustard. Wow. I am spoiled for riches now. This must be what it felt like to be the English in the 1800s. And the world send their spices their way. Do you hear it? The slosh calls. The slosh call. Do you have any Grey Poupon? That was just a really good marketing name, Grey Poupon. You don't even think of mustard when you think of Grey Poupon. But is Grey Poupon even still a thing? Because I feel like it would just get drowned out by the legion of mustard varieties. And it's just like spicy mustard, I ain't gonna cut it anymore. How's everything going with you? Pretty good. I'm gonna have the Alan Wake 2 video out very soon. So no long wait for that. I feel like I've finally got past my burnout and I can make videos again in a very quick fashion. I've just been feeling really good about that with this one. So here's to me making a video at least twice a month. What's my favorite bad game? Probably Heavy Rain or Beyond Two Souls. US beat Star Trucker. I've seen that game before. Didn't look like it was for me, but I could definitely see it's like good for streaming. More of a honey mustard fan. I like my my spicy mustard. I don't have mustard at all. Also really big in aioli. Long time no see, Muddy Wolf. How long has it been, man? And welcome back. Which of the main three do you feel is making the dumbest decisions? Microsoft, Sony, or Nintendo? It's actually quite a bit different. Nintendo is doing like legalese bullshit that is pissing off people who want to well, express themselves. Well, I guess they're also doing economic damage to themselves with the price of their console and their games, and not releasing really more than like 2 games on their new Switch. Sony is probably doing the least stupid things. They're just like focusing on live service a lot, and had some flumps coming out of that because of it. I'm not sure what the other big Sony mistakes are. Microsoft is clearly the one is like, I don't know what they're off doing weird shit. Like no one wants to talk to them. They're like up in the attic, like tinfoil wrapped around their head, rebasing like meth and coke at the same time, and trying to sell like an old VCR to you that plays video games. I couldn't tell you what it is about it anymore. Like American Truck Simulator, but in space. Yeah, that's what got me. I was like, you know what, this is just like Euro Truck Simulator, but with some stars on it. Space Trucker, that is. But no, Microsoft, I honestly think this is their last console they're going to release. I can't see, look, why would they bother releasing another hardware console if this is the way they are right now? They might as well just like get out of it. Right, but I wasn't seeing the real stuff. Authentic Dijon mustard from the region of Dijon, France costs around $40 for 1 ounce. Yeah, but yeah, I don't think that's what Grey Poupon was it? I mean, also, I feel like that's still a ripoff. I don't care where the mustard comes from. It ain't $40 with the value. It's just like an upcharge you pay to feel rich. Since the Xbox One showed they don't give a shit about games. Well, it actually starts before that. It started in the second half of the Xbox 360 life. The first half of the Xbox 360, they were kicking ass. And by around the last couple years of it, they just got really, just everything just kind of stopped. Like they let EA buy BioWare, so Mass Effect became multi-platform. They stopped, producing first-party games more or less. A lot of the first-party stuff they did produce was like tired and kind of worn out. So by the time the Xbox One came out, they were already like struggling, I feel. And then the decisions of the Xbox One hardware didn't help them any. I'm gonna watch the new Alien TV series. I'm not really that interested in it. Maybe eventually. The Kinect. I still have my Kinect that came with my Xbox One. I've never once hooked it up. It like sits forgotten. I think Dex peed on it once, so like even she didn't like it. And it's like sits forgotten in a closet somewhere. It'd take me like hours to find it. You should do a Mass Effect playthrough. Would be fun. I need to like stream and send Mass Effect 2. I've only sent Mass Effect 1 and weirdly Andromeda. Never did 2 or 3. I do want to maybe do one of those next year at the very least. Possibly both if I get an opportunity. Let's see. Xbox wanted to become family general entertainment. Yeah, the Xbox was being, I don't know what. It was super easy to make fun of Xbox at that time with their smart console bullshit. You won't be able to, like, you know, your game will be locked to your system. A great idea. I think there's supposed to be a new Mass Effect game. They're currently working on it, but with the new Dragon Age kind of flopping, who knows what's going on. I think we're nearing the end of BioWare as a company. It kind of already exists in name only. Whatever their quality is, it's out the window, and it has been for a while. So I wouldn't get too hype for a new Mass Effect game. Like, all the talent that made it what it was is no longer there. To point out, I didn't sign any contract about Resident Evil 9, so I'm allowed to talk about it. Yeah, but I'd rather not know. I'd rather just, like, you know, find out when I play it. But you've done the series? Nope, only like the first one and the last one. Never sinned. I played 2 and 3. Keep in mind, back when they came out, but I've never streamed 2 or 3, or sinned them, obviously. So maybe I do want to, at least, I do really like Mass Effect 2, so I do want to play through that next year again. Nice to be welcomed. Well, I try my best. Mr. or Mrs. Crashinaldi. Crashinaldi. BioWare sort of got dethroned by, well, they feel like they fell off and made it very easy for Larry to take that crown, but yeah. Connecticut? You from Connecticut? Connecticut bros. Not to be mean, I kind of forget about Connecticut sometimes existing. Then again, I do that with a lot of New England states. They just kind of like sit up there and like, yeah, we're doing our thing. Like, you got Maine, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Connecticut. They just like they're like in a mist, and you have to like pierce through it. Like, wait, they still around? Damn, hard to believe. Like, they only really exist in Stephen King novels. What's my favorite CRPG? I've mentioned before that I really like Jade Empire. Here's the thing though, I don't think the word CRPG is actually a genre. It stands for Computer RPG, which is a really dumb name because almost every RPG you play that isn't tabletop is a computer RPG. That was just their way of differentiating like the isometric, choice-based, create your own character RPGs of the West versus JRPGs at the time, which is also something we're not supposed to say anymore. So I just kind of lump them all together as RPGs anymore. There's no reason to give all these like extra letters on the front of it. But I don't know, Jade Empire was really good for me back in the day. And that's another game I want to play and make a sim video on at some point. What was the stupidest gaming decision in your opinion by a company? Konami kind of takes the cake for like firing almost every single bit of their actual core talent or forcing them to quit, but especially like Metal Gear Solid and Kojima, and then just like stop making games for several years. That one's hard to beat. Microsoft is pretty close in their like decades-long struggle to like survive and all the bad decisions they've made. Ubisoft, you know, going 100% open world game all the time, cookie cutter development. I can keep going. Any plans on sending or at least streaming the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare game? Sorry for the repeat. Not really. Usually when it comes to COD, I'm not a big COD guy. I really only play and stream and send the new game. Unless like the new game doesn't have a story mode, which sometimes happens, then I'll go back and look at an older game. So that's kind of my stance on COD. I'll play the new one and send it because it's relevant. But that's kind of where it stops. Crash was an early nickname I got from my inability to drive. Well, hey, if you weren't driving, you weren't crashing, though. That's my logic. Unless inability to drive mean you were driving illegally. Could be an idea for Classic Sins. What, Jade Empire? Or something else? I don't know, Jade Empire I think would technically be a Classic Sins. I think it came out like 2004. But usually if a game comes out in 2004, I can kind of decide where I want it to fall on the line, either like a regular YouTube video or a Classic Sin. You were insured, you just sucked at it. Have you? So I'm assuming you've gotten better. You just thought of Star Ocean? I never played one of those games. My little brother loves Star Ocean 3 though. Yes, my dude. My dude, we're bringing back my dude. I'm glad I got another fellow my dude user. Remember to like the stream? Yes, please do. Please like the stream, man. Also, when I got new videos that come out, don't forget to use that hype button, that new shit YouTube has introduced. That's the new call to action I'm gonna have to do. Like, don't forget to hype the stream or the video. I don't think you can hype streams actually. There's only one Star Ocean game? Wait, are you sure about that? Pretty sure there's like several Star Ocean games. It's the one where it's like there's a planet that's like fantasy and one planet, and then there's like a bunch of sci-fi stuff going on around it, isn't there? You couldn't hype Gundam's new video. There are limitations on who gets the hype thing. They have to be between 500 and 500,000 subs, and the video has to be no less than 8 days old. So you gotta like hype it in its first week, and if they have more than 500k subs, or they're not in the partner program, then you can't hype them. That's the rules for it. I re-live streamed a bunch of old Resident. Yes, I did replay like a lot of Resident Evil games. Hello, what's up, Sean? How you doing? Are you thinking of Phantasy Star from Saga? Wait, Star Ocean is what I'm thinking of. And I'm pretty sure Star Ocean has multiple games. I don't know, it's one of those Japanese RPGs that's very anime, which is most of them. Except Code Veronica, you're right. Am I wrong about this? Hold on, let me look. I thought for sure there's a Star Ocean 3. Okay, Star Ocean till the end of time is the one I was thinking of. I for some reason was thinking that was called Star Ocean 3. That's the one my little brother loved. But my bad. I thought that was like a series. There's a new Telltale ad hoc game coming out about Dispatch that the devs. I know it. I actually played the demo for that, and it was actually really good. I was kind of impressed by it. The writing in it was pretty solid. So I probably will play that game. But who knows when we'll get that Wolf Among Us too. Hey, John Brown. What's up, John Green? How you doing? How's the resistance out there today? Hey, boss. Hope you're well. Not only am I well, I'm manifesting. You know, I've learned this new technique from Reddit where you just like manifest positivity and like good things happening to you in your life, and then they happen. It's a really cool technique. I don't know why no one taught it to me back in high school. You just sit there and like, this nice thing is gonna happen to me next, and then it happens somehow. So it hasn't happened to me yet, but I'm feeling positive. So don't forget to manifest, chat. Manifesting is a part of the slosh lifestyle. You want high slosh, you gotta manifest that slosh. Manifest slosh. Learn the manifest skill. Yeah, I'm manifesting. Like, I'm manifesting that it's gonna rain in like the next hour. And I did not look at the weather report earlier today. I just manifested it, yo. Any games you got your eye on? Wuchi, The Wayfarer. For me, Silent Hill F and Ghost of Yotai are the next two. And a bunch of stuff next year. One of those things, like, I check the reports, the release schedule every once in a while, you know? Love rain, it smells nice. Manifest also lists of names for people on a plane, yeah, but we're talking about the spiritual manifest, where you, like, control your own reality. Manifest slosh sounds like it might be a crime in some Asian countries. Probably just in Thailand. Which I'm pretty sure is what all the passport bros go there to do. You know, go to Thailand, manifest your slosh over there. It's legal. Manifesting that Apophysis will hit us in 2027 and end the human race. Well, I'm manifesting that Apophysis will miss us and not do that. So I've canceled out your manifestation with my own manifestation. So you need to manifest stronger than me, and then also not have anyone else manifest against you. What about acid rain? I haven't heard anything about acid rain since, the Planeteers, cartoon. I think that's one of those environmental hazards that actually was overblown. Either that or we stopped it like we did the ozone layer destruction. Like, we racked up a few wins back in the 80s and 90s, and then since then we've sit on our laurels. Like, I thought we already stopped acid rain and the ozone depletion. What else we gotta do? You want chocolate rain? Pretty sure that's a fetish and a really overwrought YouTube song. Captain Planet. Why isn't there a Captain Planet video game, modern day video game, where you play as the Planeteers in one of those asymmetric multiplayer games? And then your goal is summon your Captain Planet to fight one of these pollution wizards or some shit. Pollution wizard is a really good D&D skill set, by the way. I'm a pollution wizard. You're consolidating energy. You have the stronger. You can. Yeah, I save up my slosh. That's the source of my energy, and then I manifest with it. You gotta manifest directly from the slosh within you, where the power comes from. He's a hero, gonna take pollution down to zero. Gonna help him put asunder bad guys who like to loot and plunder. That show was brought to us by a billionaire called Ted Turner. Probably the last good thing a billionaire ever did. Drawing on the 23, we'll see the code for Song 11. Hey, nice. Trying out Blade Singing as a subclass on Baldur's Gate 3. I think it's a new Blade Singing. Is that for the Bard class or something? It's physically impossible to make the pollution zero. True. I mean, even nature pollutes a little bit. Technically, our atmosphere is germ pollute, plankton pollution that took it from a carbon dioxide one to an oxygen one. So it's all about if you can use the pollution, then it's no longer pollution. Am I talking about Captain Planet? A little bit. And also manifesting. My new favorite skill. You use a sword to cast spells like a paladin or what? What class is that in? Because I don't remember that. Last thing a billionaire did was buy Twitter in wizard class. Yeah, but that's not a good thing. I said the last thing a good thing a billionaire did. Would it ever be possible to make a new Captain Planet given how everything environmental just gets called woke? I mean, at least it's its own series. Everyone knows it's about fighting, for a better environment, but I don't think Ted Turner really cares anymore. He's just living on his 1 million acre ranch in Wyoming or something and waiting for death. You'd have to ask him. What's up, Rune? Greetings, chat. How's everyone doing? Hope you all had a wonderful day. Mine was lovely, though. Probably on some sort of list now after creating a bunch of blood textures, splattering and looking up varieties of properties of the life. You know what? Are you making hyper blood for to sell in the Unreal store? I just want to release a lot of products on the Unreal store. It's Hyper Blood, Hyper Snow. There's these little plugins that everyone pays an assload of money for. They just make development a little bit easier. What do you think of Thundercats? I never watched it. I've never seen a single episode. It was before my time. That's a show from the 70s or some shit. I've seen a blooper reel of the actors going what the fuck's a semoflange? Or I want to see your tits, my dear, as the villain. That is all of Thundercats I've ever seen. Isn't Leonardo DiCaprio in charge of association with the new Captain Planet? You know, the guy who lives in a private jet and spends most of his life on yachts? You mean, what? I've never associated Leonardo DiCaprio with anything environmental, despite what he may say. I've never heard his message. I just know, the only thing I know about Leo these days is he plays in whatever he wants and dates models that are 20 years younger than him. How about a game based on Johnny Test? Johnny Test? Me count the number of Johnny characters I know. There's Johnny Bravo, Johnny 5. I'm sure there's a few more. Been replacing blood textures in my mod, and me being a pedant about material science, I wanted it to be accurate. Before my body fluid sim, I wanted the proper viscosity, surface tension, and whatnot. You know what? I respect that. I was about to say though, if you wanted to make real money, you could like sell this this technology to all the Rule 34 artists who make other sorts of fluids, and seem to have trouble with it. They might be aided in that. They might be willing to buy. Johnny 5. That's a movie I've not seen since I was a child. Was that ever actually any good? I feel like if I watched like the Short Circuit movie today, I think, wow, this was fucking terrible. So I'm kind of afraid to go back and watch it. How's the gibbing in this game? Still good. It's very satisfying to shoot people in this game, just like it is in real life. They splort real good for like pixel people. Just recolor from red to white and multi-purpose, exactly. But you gotta market it that so they know. Just like put it in like the Unreal Store or like port it to like whatever it is they use, Blender. Sell it as like a third-party app. Boom, you loaded. Guarantee it. You gotta use something. Johnny 5 is canonically Wall-E's dad. Fight me. I mean, you know that we have like all this, actual AI and robotics going on. Now's the time to bring back the Short Circuit franchise. Boy, manifesting came from the 19th century Christian movement called New Thought, also known as the Mind Cure movement. I believe that all humans had a divine essence from God, and that the mind and body were one material, and by focusing your mind, you can cure any disease. Later, this mixed with a New Age movement that believed in cosmic vibration theory. Hinduism, Buddhism, chakra, and the 80s grind set, and the prosperity gospel. Like it's a whole mess. Well, I'm gonna add it to my slosh, slosh cult. Slosh is where you manifest from. Blood Cum Ultimate, gushing from every. Oh, I love this name. Blood Cum Ultimate. Throw an X in there. Blood Cum X Ultimate. $500 for your monthly subscription. Alright, they make Patreon bucks, they'll be good. I'm kind of half joking about this. You probably could market it some way in this and just actually make money. Because I'm sure there's someone out there like, yo, this makes my job easier. Sounds like a sick grunge. Yeah, I have officially retired. Ever saying like a series of words would sound like a sick, band name joke. It's like the most easiest joke in the world that everyone has made in their life. So I refuse to ever say that again. I've actually upgraded to like, man, that'd make an awesome law firm name. Blood Cum Ultimate. We here at Miller and Blood Cum Ultimate would like to ask you, have you been in a car accident recently? If so, call 155-69-420. One of these days, I'm going to start a Dartigan Out of Context channel. I kind of already have that on my Discord. It's called Dartigan Quotes or some shit, and basically anything I say, you put it there without any context. It's like, hey, here's a funny thing Dartigan said without any context, and people are like, wow, that's some outrageously funny stuff this man says. I should like go follow him on his social medias. Sure, you could sell your work, but that's a lot of work to sell this stuff. That's why you need like a proper. I'm not even sure what you need with that, actually. I'm not really in the business of selling software, but I take your word for it. Probably a pain in the ass. Selling anything these days is a pain in the ass. How would you know certain animations have problems with slosh animations? Look, I'm not gonna like beat around the bush. I've seen Rule 34 animations before. I have to know about these things. I work on the internet, which means I must know everything possible that I can absorb about the internet. I've seen directly how inaccurate they are with slosh physics. It's like a piece of confetti that just like falls on the people's faces or something, It's like, oh, that took me out of the moment. Now I don't even like believe this anymore. Makes a channel that can dive more traffic toward you. What is it? But if he makes a channel that can dive, who's making a channel do what? But if you want to make a YouTube channel, it's called Out of Context Dartigan. Yeah, I'd recommend you make them into YouTube Shorts because you want it to be short and sweet. But hey, be my guest if you like. Or if you want to like clip, if you want to be, make some clips for me and send them my way, I'll put them up somewhere. Let's see. Basically, the logic is if you're projecting his mind energy into the world, that will attract Caucasians. I almost said Caucasians. My mind energy attracts Caucasians. Really want a new car? You're telling the universe to bring a new car closer to you or arrange. This is basically what like happens in the manga Berserk, only they use like a magic demon egg. Don't you think gaming industry produces too little games designed for children? Children don't have any money, good sir. So, no. I'd rather like they can have like their little shitty like they got Roblox. That's like Roblox and Minecraft are all the children need. They're covered. And Nintendo games. So they got an entire console, made for kids. I actually have the weekend offer once. Work on it when I'm not working on your book. Hey, good luck with your book. I've tried doing that before, not easy. Not easy to keep it all in place. Work on fiction. Most Nintendo. I can't really think of any Nintendo game other than Eternal Darkness. That doesn't count as a kid's game. And honestly, that one could probably get away with it. Isn't Roblox under fire for some shit happening with kids? Any game that's multiplayer and is that big is gonna have some like predators on it, sadly. That doesn't surprise me. But I think we should get started, chat, because I'm itching to like sport some hits. And a man got a sport. I just want to point out again how quickly this bio changes. What? What the hell? Okay, there we go. There we go. Clean river, some logs, red poison liquid. Not sure what was about these logs that like just polluted the river so much. Kind of the same logic as astrology, except there's planets and stars projecting astral energy onto your body. The Earth and dictating fate as a result. They are symbols of the features of Greek philosophy, huh? Yeah, that's bullshit. My manifestation ain't affected by the planets. Do you think John Brown is a hero? Was John Brown the guy that was working on the railroad tracks? Or am I thinking of someone else? Or someone, I forget who John Brown was, honestly. Look, I'm a little rusty on my folk heroes. Way down there, I see something. Really? Okay, I'm not wasting dynamite like that. Mama taught me to not waste dynamite sticks. Those are expensive, you know. Oh, shit. Actually, let me just reload so I don't have to help. I'm being a save scummy little bitch right now. Nothing in here. This leads back to the well where I can't get in. John Brown was an John Brown. Okay, John Brown, the abolitionist. Yeah, he was an abolitionist, and he's like literally kind of kick-started the Civil War. I don't know if I'd call him the hero, but he was certainly on the right side of history because he did kind of fuck up his raid pretty badly. And I think the only person that died as a result of it was like a black man. Good idea, very poor execution. Where me going? Cultic is heavily inspired by Blood, which came after Doom and was developed by Monolith, the Fear and Shadow of Mordor studio. Yup, and they no longer exist. But I like this game because its art style reminds me of like those like pulpy graphic novels, which is a nice touch. It also just plays really well. This is Blood if it took place in your hometown. I gotta say, with the amount of cultists that are part of this cult, I don't think it qualifies as a cult anymore. This is a full-on religion that can probably get tax-exempt status. There's gotta be thousands of them. It's been about a year since the new slaughterhouse opened up, and those sons of bitches are still dumping shit in the water. Smells gone awful, and I couldn't even tell you what it is. Carcasses can't just be that. The wildlife around here is changing. Birds don't sing, the frogs don't croak. Even every night it got quieter and quieter, now dead quiet at night. Those critters are getting mighty aggressive, little rodents you'd never even see in daylight chasing me around the yard. Millie swears she saw a spider the size of a dinner plate in the house, and I sure as hell hope she's wrong about that one. This game is making me guntism with how clever its weapons are designed graphics. So yeah, it's because it's a 2D plus 3D look is always nice. And they sound good too. Settler Journal. July 7th, Millie's been gone almost a month. She was supposed to head into town to buy some stuff. Never came back. No one in town seems to have seen her. I don't go outside anymore. It always feels like I'm being watched. Don't know where my darling Millie has gone to, but I keep hearing something in the old well out back. Some awful moaning that I'd swear sounds like her, but I keep telling myself it's just the wind. Can't eat, can't sleep, just want to see her again. There are cults that have millions of followers. Happy Science got around 30,000. At what point though do you stop being a cult? Is my question though. Because, I mean, it seems like it's size, and I feel like if you got a couple million followers, you're an actual religion at that point. Look at this game, so it reminds me of Mad God, semi-rotoscope stop motion animation. I think I've seen it before, actually. Alright, this is gonna be annoying, so let me just save. When is our cult going to get bigger? I'm tired of this obscurity. I mean, cults shouldn't really get too big because then they draw too much attention. You know, you're supposed to enjoy the secret nature of it. Oh, that's not. Religions are currently defined by thousands of years of worship. I don't feel like time is the measure of it. I feel like as like you have to have like at least some country or government acknowledge you as like the state religion somewhere, and have like a couple million followers. Oh, that's why the well's dry, bone dry. Also, Xavier with 5 more gift memberships. Thank you, dude. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And once again, if you guys got a gift membership from Xavier on YouTube, send him some, appreciation. He's been super generous. And he's trying to become a writer. Already is a writer, but I know he's writing a book right now. Mine key, and we got the crank handle. Nuh-uh. Not doing that shit today. Look, the only thing that differs religion from a cult is whether it's viewed positively or not. I don't know, because most religions are viewed negatively by large groups of other people. Or by other religions. You know what a game I would like to see made, chat? A cave diving game. Cave diving is like one of the most dangerous things you can ever do, so it's perfect for like a video game experience. It'd probably need to be like a VR game to make it work properly, but I feel like it could be done by someone. Alright, we did all that with the crank, huh? I don't know what I'm going to use this crank for. I only remember some doors. Do I have news for you? Someone is actually developing. Really? They're making it. Does it look pretty good? Far Cry Primal has cave diving. Mini games have cave diving. They never really show it off how it actually is, where it's like incredibly like claustrophobic and dangerous. And it's usually something like that, where it's like it's usually treated the same as like here's like an air vent that's underwater in most games. I think a religion, belief, something becomes a cult when it's fringe and authoritarian. Maybe, I don't know. This is one of those things I think we do need to like come up with a proper definition for, because cults was one of those nebulous terms used for like any religion that isn't state sanctioned, I guess. Or at least that's how I've always looked at it. Like, I think a lot of people still consider Mormonism a cult, but it doesn't seem, to be popularly considered a cult anymore. Cave exploration is one of those terrifying things. I mean, I've been caving, and to me it was like incredibly fun. But it has to be done safely, or it is incredibly dangerous. I've shown pictures of me like crawling through like pancake squishes and like chest squeezing like holes and stuff. But me and Lucky had a blast doing it. Also, Xavier with a $10 super chat. So I had originally intended to give 10 memberships. YouTube glitch, so I did 2 5s, and as always, here's the donation for you personally. Much love, Dart. Well, hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Oh, hold on a second. These kills are for you right now. I need a better Dartigan though. But thank you for the support, Xavier. Struggling kind of hard with ammo right now. This would have been a perfect place to hide like a secret. Oh shit. I mean, Dart and Charmsy, I don't watch much other gaming content anymore. Well, hey, we appreciate it. Ooh, oops, oops, oops. I like a good oots oots to my bang bang. Excellent. The genre game from FromSoft. Hold on a second. She's FromSoft. Try to make. I'd like to see them return to horror. But honestly, if I'm being if I'm being perfectly honest with you, I'd like to see Nintendo like have them make a Mario game. Why not? Do something crazy. I think I have the keys in this place, which actually I do. It's unlocked anyways. Coming. Next part, Paper Mario would be a Souls-like. Yeah, sure, why not? You know what? The people demand it. Let me get a tuber. Ow, 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 ow. Hey, Muddy, you have a good night, by the way. Running low on the dock. Grab the switch to this. The fucking pea shooter. Set charges. Yeah, demolition. I got. Oh shit. Oh fuck! Ah, I walked right over that. Almost an hour into a stream. It's always too fast with you, if you know what I mean. Okay, hey, come on now. Try my best to, like, yo, maintain my stamina. Not me, it's you. You're sloshed too fast. I've never been more ashamed in my life than I am right now. Sorry, I'll get better, babe. Where I'll slosh correctly. Mushroom cave. I ate my mushrooms and my mushrooms are me. Can I eat the mushrooms? Oh fuck. That was a rude thing to do to a man. A really stinky ass bass on this track and I like it. Forgot about those just dropping on the ground. I'm all the way back here. Oh, it gives me an opportunity to save on the ammo. And you have to escape or kill those zombies. We are trying to like take down this cult and I guess the zombies are their work. We're just trying to get through the poison swamp. we're gonna start making sure we do some proper saving. What happened? I died. I almost died again walking into the poison net. Resident Evil 6 wasn't a Resident Evil game. Would it be a better game? It still wouldn't be that great of a game, if I'm being honest. It's still got a lot of issues. Convince me, Dart. I just bought the Cultic collection on Steam. You're gonna like it if you like a good, chunky, like, boomer shooter. That doesn't actually... It's not quite a real boomer shooter, it just looks like one. Because it plays pretty modernly. Except for the level design. That's pretty classically boomer shooter. Fucking asshole. Oh my fucking ammo. Which video game protagonist would be the best US president? Well, Aerith, I guess. Wants to heal the world, protect everybody, make a bunch of flower beds, probably wants to make walkable cities. Seems like a solid choice. Oh, you ass! Oh. Much better. I just fucked up that run. You guys say the boomer should have Resident Evil 4, but I don't see any giants so far. There's been some big enemies in the game. They're usually boss fights, though. But that's not what I want to reload. That's not right. Remember. You love wooden shields that can stop bullets. Look, it's like specially treated wood, alright? You just gotta accept that it's just harder than normal wood. Not going well. Walt fucking sucks, yo. Back over here. All right. Progress. You know there's a dude out there with a grenade. That's still in your... All my health. Bender, just I saw your house when walking out there, my boxers and with a gun thinking it was some tweaker. Damn, dude, you were ready for fucking war over there. I got my gun and my boxer shorts, that's all I need. Did I just burn him? I threw a chunk of dynamite at him. Seemed pretty effective. Enter secret area. Sometimes, chat, video games can be mean and hurt your feelings like that. Such a betrayal. Would your mom love me if I were a vampire? I don't think so. What do you provide for her, actually, in regards to that? You need to bring a bit more to the table if you're hoping to get with my mom. See if I can make this shot. Holy shit! Perfect! I hit him right in the head. Skilled. GG no re. All the toxic gamer culture things. Obi. Bass clips. That's going to be the name of the clip channel, Bass Clips. Be as obnoxious as possible because people respect obnoxiousness these days, I've noticed. It's like, yeah, he's obnoxious as fuck, but he's based. It'd be a every youthful Eastern European man. If there's not enough, I don't know what woman these days I want. Wait, what? I mean, you know, just gotta find a lady out there who wants you more than you want them. That's how it works, right? Alright, we're safe scumming. This place is like too big for me not to. Name the channel Dartigan. Dartigan? You know what? Aiming a little bit high. Thank you for the clip, Root. There you go, chat. There's your clip. Put that in the Discord. Tell your friends. The 100 bits from Nasias. Dart's epic throw has been immortalized. Hold on a second. Immortalized, which you can see for yourself in Dartigan's Discord while you're here. Make sure to check out his Patreon featuring classic and DLC stuff. Well, you guys are getting as good at pushing my Patreon as I am. I appreciate that. I hope you start conversations in life like that too. bits too. Alright. Oh shit, oh fuck. Well, hey, that's why we save. Did I ever tell you about our Lord and Savior quick save and quick load? I have never been a guy who really uses quick save and quick load because I feel like the only times I've ever had corrupted save files, I know this is being irrational by the way, I recognize that it's not really the case. The only time I've ever had corrupted save files is when I would like use quick save and like quick load. Or like a bunch of crashes. I know this is bullshit and it's not real, that doesn't actually like change anything. For some reason, I just like I've had it happen a few too many times, and it's like made me like I'd rather just like save manually. All right, over there. Don't want your Patreon to succeed because I don't want you to watch you play some stupid weeb shit for a month. I mean, it wouldn't probably take me a full month. Oh, fucking you ass. Fucking zombie. Fucking zombies, man. Turn me into zombies in this game are like turning me into like a dyslexic who swears a lot. They only come up once I start cranking. Monthly Mozilla. Hold on, just checking another notification. Corrupted save is usually newer games to older than do it. Yeah, I know. I realize that's older games that did it more. What's the point of this place? Because all I used the crank for was to get in here. Be really interesting, and it's just my guess, but what if in the original 9 we see Wesker and we start to see 7? I don't know, I have no idea. We'll see. It will be what it shall be. That's where I came from, alright. I don't trust a bunch of zombies to show up over here. Usually this on the ground means a big pile of zombies. My favorite save scumming game, minus Shadow Tactics, Blade of Shogun. I did save scum a lot in that, I'm being honest. It's probably the only way for me to get through it. It's one of those games where if you don't get exactly the way you want, you're just like, yeah, you might as well just like start over. Go back to where you just came from. Shadow Tactics mentioned, loved all those games from the dev. That's the only one I've ever played and it was really fun, but damn did I save scum my way through that. I get the need to control the imbued waste, but would it have been that hard to warn us before beginning the treatment process? Now the waters are unusable. We're going to have to waste manpower collecting potable water from elsewhere. Do not doubt the will, just think it would have been too much to ask for the will to have picked up a phone for 2 seconds. Shit. You know, I see why this cult actually gets so many followers. It provides free housing. Even if it is real shit. Parts. Demolition charge. Man, I hope I haven't missed any demolition charge. That's only 2 and I need 2 more. Have you played any System Shock games? I've played System Shock 1 and System Shock 2. I've only played the remake of System Shock 1 though, not the OG game. But honestly, System Shock 2 is the better game in general, so I'd rather play that. I hear they're remaking that one now as well. Look at you, Packer. Panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. Nice. where the well was originally. The thing that was down there before is no longer there. I made an anniversary edition. I played it with a buddy and we both agreed that it was a good game for the time, but it aged poorly. System Shock remake is really good though, and Night Dive really not. Yeah, I didn't finish it, but I did play through the remake of it, and I was like, I can also say the same thing. It's definitely aged poorly. Like the gold, if you don't actually like write down the little number you see appear on a monitor on every single level of the space station, you're kind of screwed toward the end because you don't know the password you need. So it's a little janky in that regards, but the systems are pretty fun. Oh, the fucking shit. Wow. I hate you. Fucking shield dude. Oh god, why did I do that? That was a bad idea. Autosave. Maybe not. Yeah, well. Thoughts on cornbread cake? I love cornbread. Don't love the idea of cornbread cake. Cornbread, delicious. Don't need it in cake form. Nice, missed. You make it virtually 1-1 aside from the visuals quality, maybe like 1 or 2 story changes. I know they were planning to originally like reimagine System Shock 1, but the fans got kind of pissed off at them for that. They're like, yeah, let's just like remake it, it'll be easier. I do believe the System Shock 3 game is essentially canceled at this point, right? It was being made by Warren Spector. They had like a trailer that made it look somewhat decent, but then like the Chinese money disappeared. I don't think that one's happening anymore. How's everyone's day been? I've been pretty good, actually. Like, my Alan Wake 2 script is done, so tomorrow I'm recording lines, so I won't be streaming tomorrow, or the next 2 days, actually. Because I also have, like, I'm gonna go see Lucky's play. And, you know, I usually don't like really, you know, streaming on the days I record lines. But you know what? Voice is kind of wrecked. Not this time. Okay, this level is officially too long. There are 3 demolition charges. I think I actually got all 4. We got all of them. Spent 6.5 goddamn hours at the mechanic today. Some payout. What did you have go wrong with your vehicle, good sir? What was trying to kill you that hardly? That much? Like 6 hours at the mechanic. Honestly, that's like... that's when the murdering begins, I feel, for a lot of people. Like, yeah, I wasn't planning to, but I guess now I gotta. Rotors were fucked, oof. Alright, I think we just need to go back to that area and blow open the thing now. I know what this game is missing to be a true boom shoot. Your character isn't constantly spitting one-liners. That really kind of started with, well, I guess that was in Blood as well, but Duke Nukem, wasn't it? Before that, they were usually, well, no, there's a couple that did it. Like Duke Nukem, the Shadow Warrior, and Blood, they all did it. So, 1010, thank you for becoming a member for 4 months of YouTube membership, bro. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. I need to start doing something a bit more for my membership, like putting something special up for them. I don't know what yet. Why did I go over here? You give us content, yeah, but membership, I should do something a bit special for like the members on occasion. To encourage more people to become members of it. Be calling Dusk early now? It's damn, Dusk is good actually. But it's like, you know, like a newer gen boomer shooter. Alright, kaboom. Do a members only stream where you play the classic Doom or other games that YouTube dislikes? Does YouTube like the classic Doom? Missed 2 enemies. I feel like I found more secrets in that, to be honest with you. But whatever. Nudes? I don't think I can do nudes on YouTube membership. Statistically speaking, at least one person in your chat is a psychopath. What do you think that is? I mean, I hope I'm helping them, if so. But you seem to have a few, like, psychopathic tendencies. At least you want me to hate you, but you're failing at it. So I'm not sure if maybe that's, like, leading you toward murder. It's like you put so much effort into it, but I just find you adorable. Like Blood, man, but that shit is too hard. Metal Gear Rising and Lies of P can get my blood pumping, but I'm just bad at retro shooters. I'm not too big into retro shooters. I wasn't really a PC gamer when I was a young kid in the 90s. So didn't get to play those types of games since I didn't have them on my consoles. So I don't really have nostalgia for them. I do appreciate them and like try to understand them historically. So I've never been the biggest like boomer shooter dude. But there's a couple that I like. Dusk is good. This game is pretty damn good as well. I've always meant to go back and play the original Doom, but never have got around to it. Welcome to the meat tunnel. Let's go reload because that's some cheap ass fucking damage from that. It's like a second in the slosh. There goes all your health. Why don't we ask Dart? What were you asking me? I get asked so many things. Classic Doom has a lot of mods. Oh, it's probably the most modded game in history. I think the first game I saw my brother play was Doom on the PC. I did watch my older brother play a lot of like like I actually watched my older brother play Dragon Warrior on the NES. I did not understand it at all because I called it a menu game at the time. That's what it was to me. It's like, oh, you just play menus. It's like a game or something. But I didn't want to play it because I was intimidated by games when I was a kid. I didn't really become a gamer until the PlayStation and the PlayStation 2 generation. That's when I started actually finishing games. But for the longest time when I was a child, I'd play games, but I'd never actually beat them or play much of them. You played Blood, you turned out 9. Look, I saw Total Recall and a bunch of R-rated movies when I was 5 years old. So I think I'm pretty well adjusted. Didn't seem to affect me any. Now I just have a thing for 3-breasted Martian prostitutes. Better than feet fetishes you zoomers like these days. And had your sexual awakening watching Under Siege? Many people my age did. I'm not alone in that. Well, we're getting the creepy level now, are we? Bro, there ain't methane down here. Ooh, that hurt. How I've been doing? I've been doing great. As far as I can tell, anyways. I have a feeling there's gonna be a few more zombie packs. Don't forget to tell Lucky to delete your browser history if you police arrest you. Nah, let him know. I ain't got nothing to hide. Shooter got gay, furry, and war porn exposed. I mean, I don't think he's got bigger concerns right now. Like, that ain't illegal. Am I going to like a slaughterhouse or a dance club? I need that. Browser history would drain human sanity points like a love. You guys like think horrible things about me, don't you? I got that super porn on my computer, you see. That'll break your brain. this one, these assholes. That normally killed. There we go. What's super porn? I can't tell you. It's not for you to know. It's like porn, but extra. You don't have shame with your surgery. Be brave, brothers. Come on, you serious sin knock off. No chemical flowing to the valve. Look what it said, the button isn't responding like you asked it a question. It didn't NPC that button. It had an entire dialogue tree I just didn't see. Have I played Postal 2? I've never played a Postal game before. The growth is blocking the hallway. Said this before, but it's weird that you can react badly to growing up. Like, I watched Lost Boys at age 5. Absolutely fine. Watched Space Odyssey in 2013, scared the shit out of me. It's because some movies are much easier to understand the concepts of, because it's simple good and evil. So something like that, like Lost Boys, which is vampires bad, family good. You can understand that as a kid. That's a pretty easy monster movie. Whereas, you know, Space Odyssey is more like haunting and sad and tragic for, like, you know, what's going on in it. It's a little bit more difficult for your child brain to understand. And when you do get it, it hits harder. You one day play Gothic? The Ultimate Year. I've heard of this game before, and I think I've seen old videos. I think it got remade recently, didn't it? Or it's being remade? I can't promise you that one. Who knows? Maybe though, I'll change my mind. Video game plumbing. Condemned meat. That did something for me, right? Open the growth hallway. you ever played Quake, you should look into the mods. Where I actually own Quake and Quake 2. I'm not a big Quake guy, if I'm being perfectly honest. It's weird, they play a little too slow for... They're not quite a boomer shooter because they're the first 3D games. And they don't have enough enemies on screen at any given time because they were like really limited because they were like the first 3D games, so they can only have like 1 or 2 enemies at a pace, and it just didn't move fast enough. What's up, Monty? You got 7.1 miles and made me jump. How you doing tonight? Wonder if an RTX 5090 would even run this game natively. It's hard to tell these days, sadly. It's like I like this. I mean, I'm running on a 4080. You might get 30 frames per second. Excuse you? When did casual gamers switch from playing FF7 to Call of Duty? When Call of Duty came out. I didn't know that casual gamers that continue playing FF7 playing Call of Duty. Excuse me. That big guy's gonna come after me. Driver check-in. You wanna know why they love COD so much? It's a snappy FPS that's simple to get into and it does a lot of the work for you, so you always feel like you're awesome. That's why. That's what they call a popcorn shooter. It's all multiplayer focused. It rewards you from like gives you a lot of good boy points whenever you do anything, so you feel like you're like an esports player no matter what you do or what your play level is. I know they were already prepared to blow up that way anyways. I might as well send them there quicker. I don't think it was cows. They were like, yo, slaughtering this place. Matter of evidence. It's two. You think the overstimulation of the brain rewards pathways from popcorn video games is why so many are suffering for psychological... No. I think that's social media that's overstimulating people, not video games. Video games are a pretty like confined and well-studied like piece of entertainment at this point. We know they don't really do anything negative. At best, they might allow you to procrastinate a bit too much and like avoid a larger issue. That's about as worse as they get. But social media, that can, that can be pretty nasty. Also, Dr. Bear, I think you're the Mortis, man. Did I kill himself? Just finished working out and got my shower though. I like that showers have just become part of your lore. It's like my lore. I'm ready to tell you my lore. Jeez, these guys can shoot from a distance. Sniper shit. Monty having those Norman Reedus showers, it's part of his canon, you say. Expecting. Get in there. Gotta admit, this is kind of really nice for like an old looking game like this, where they added like the mist effects for like a freezer. I already gave you a code for Postal 2, but you were remaking it and I got you a code for it. Well, hey, thank you. If I ever play it, I'll have fun with it. Knew it. You know, I will say this about boomer shooters. You never could tell when you're going to get into a boss fight situation because the room would get larger because they were just made up of like really big ass rooms. So modern gaming has taught me to like, if I see a wide open space, expect a special encounter. So I never know when it's going to happen. I know these are going to open. Glad I saved before all that. You know what? Go ahead and kill me. You're making your day, Mr. Cultist. Okay. Let's see what they've prepared for me here. Ow. The ending of Rage? You mean to tell me that— oh fuck! There's someone here that's actually played through Rage? I'm thinking— I thought that was like one of those games like, I never finished it. Or Rage 2 even. Alright. How are you alive? I thought I shot you. Good. What type of game would you love to play if you were personally invited to test before its release? Even giving your input to the developers who are making it. A Metal Gear Solid game would be I'd be pretty thrilled to be able to help develop one of those, or like just assist in that some way. Because I do have ideas. a Resident Evil game, you know, if I'm being honest as well, because I do like that series, and Silent Hill. But those would be the ones I would choose to. I do have some ideas for games of my own, but they're kind of weird. Like, one of my ideas for a video game is called Butler Simulator, where you would play like as the butler of like this eccentric billionaire, and every like it just gets weirder and weirder as you go on, as you try to like meet his requests and keep his household and estate in order. So it just plays up the whole simulator fad that goes on. We love weird. I think that'd be one of those games people are like, yeah, I'm gonna stream this and watch my favorite streamer play it. Another would be a game that really focuses on snow physics to the point of the extreme, called Snow Day, where you play as like a kid who's like, you know, school's closed that day in the 90s and you just go out and have fun playing with the snow physics. I'd play that game. Hell, I would even donate money to crowd, but I have no real knowledge of how to develop games, so I don't want to ever be one of those people just like an idea man. It's like, I'm the idea man. I come up with the idea and other people do the hard work. That just seems obnoxious. But I don't really have the programming or modeling skills or anything else useful. Most I could do would be advertise the game probably and like write. Okay, Dart, neither does Randy Pitchford in Gearbox. True. You're right. That really actually motivates me. Alright, well. What do we want to upgrade? Sub 2 magazine, improved lever. Guess we can upgrade the damage of this. Spent weeks making a cheap snow simulation that pushes snow away when walking over it. Got it pretty optimized, but it's far from what you'd want. Yeah, I think my idea for like the Snow Day game is like, think of it like as the ray tracing of snow physics, where it's like you can make snow forts, snowmen, basically just, I don't even know how you would actually make it outside of VR, honestly, since you'd probably need your hands to make it work. And VR games don't usually sell very well to make it worth the effort of making. But I'm sure it's doable physically, but it'd probably take a team. Probably one of those projects you do by yourself. Ski-free remake, make it happen. I'd have sledding on inner tubes and like sticking your tongues to a pole to make it freeze. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Bullets already. Make my stand here. play Blade and Sorcery in VR. I actually own that game and have played it. It's pretty good. That's the problem with VR though, is it's still just like not too many people have VR systems, so making a big game in it is like usually a bad financial decision because you're probably not gonna be able to sell that many copies. Finally, a sniper rifle. What is this? What is this gun? Kind of like a baby shotgun. Flare gun? Oh, it is a flare gun. What did the flare gun do, though? Oh, fuck. Single shot shotgun? No, there's a flare gun actually is what it was. But and it shot up in the sky, but I don't know what it did for me. I don't think I have any more of them. At 25 bits from Zakola, once had an idea for a horror game. Take place in a world where if you feel strong emotions, you transform into a monster. Every time you're in a fight and are being damaged, your stress meter fills up. But would you be able to reduce stress level by slowly meditating and taking sedatives? But they are limited of resources. You know, I've seen mechanics similar to that. But yeah, you could probably make something like that. It'd be you have to like balance that really well, or else it can be annoying. But it can be done. Need 2 passcodes to get through there. Out of ammo. Stayed with this. would be VR Inception. Apparently, I think Valve has a new VR system they're going to be announcing soon, aren't they? And supposedly, maybe Half-Life 3, which I'm assuming is going to be like a both VR and playable outside of VR. Who knows? Maybe that'll revive the VR genre. Can anyone explain to me why our transport and treatment partner contracts for our waste materials have been terminated? These are not services we can go without for any period of time. In order to stay in operation, we need to be able to move our sellable material just as much as the unsellable. We're entered into a new agreement for this. Why is there not a contract? Oh my goodness, who is out there buying corrupted meat? I want to know. Is Half-Life 3 happening? It's been kind of well known for a while that yes, it is happening. And also Valve is apparently getting close to announcing their new VR headset, and so I'm assuming that Half-Life 3 be playable in and outside of VR, unlike Half-Life Alyx, which was VR only. That's my assumptions, though. But the ending of Half-Life Alyx essentially promised it. Like, yeah, we're making it. Burn. And I'll burn with you. Here to go a very low squat. When you're a short man like this, you don't need a very big squat. To my new partners, it has been a great pleasure to meet all of you and begin a chart our future together. I built this business from nothing, grew it into an empire, and the life it has enabled me to live has made all the grueling hours worthwhile. Even with all my success, my riches, a full life, there was still an emptiness, an inability to share my deeper desires and need with another. The will and its brethren, however, have understood mankind. They understood mankind was not meant to live as equals. Some of us were meant to rule and others to serve. Some were meant to die. You know what? Elon Musk's tweets are getting awfully weird. Crawls under desk, entered secret area where the worker kept Molotov cocktails under his desk for some reason. What were those under there, Steve? Why do you got Molotov cocktails under your desk? Oh, it's this room. I like want to go back to there though. Molotov cocktail is different from bottle of spirit only because of... Isn't like Molotov cocktail usually like styrofoam and kerosene? Who are you calling a ball sack, Puff? It's awfully rude. Me? Well, I accept that I'm a ball sack. Not the gatekeeper. Bit of a jump scare there, but I think I handled it well. Blank book. There has to be something I can do with this, right? Nope, can't even use it. Oh, there we go. Is it gonna be like Ninja Gaiden where the evil is at the mountain? Oh yeah. You don't make a mountain with all the inner beams of hell energy coming out of it without that being like your final destination. Need another key. Might be back in the office somewhere. What would kids in the 90s think of Cultic if they're playing it? They're like, this reminds me of like Doom and Blood. So it wouldn't be that unfamiliar to them. Other than it's probably a bit better looking than those games. And at a much higher resolution. Oh, you... Ugh. I've become to really hate the suicide bombers. It would say that as an unplayable garbage because they're not accustomed to playing with a mouse. True, mouse look would be kind of unusual for a game like this in the 90s. But you know, they'd quickly acclimate to it. Like, this is pretty cool. I mean, I can look up and down. Gun ammo, not that great. Even Wolfenstein 3D had mouse look, did it? I thought mouse look was like a thing that was invented with the Marathon. Because I know Doom didn't have mouse look. He was like, kept your like gun pointed at the center of the screen. Fuck you assholes. That actually hit me. Oh, there's one of those fucking ghosts in here. Common misconception is also what people claim Doom was meant to be played with keyboard. It's always had mouse support, and that was intended experience because, according to John Renault. See, I'm not aware of it. I just always saw. I know it does these days because I always thought that was mods or like later versions of it. I always thought, I guess in the original one, they just not everyone had a mouse, so they just made it so you didn't need it. You couldn't look up or down, yes, but that was more of a limitation of the way the game was rendering. I already turned this. What does this actually turn off? but I can't see a way to get past the steam. Oh, there it is. Clever bastards. More in there though. Well done. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a boss fight. Not so much a boss fight, it's just like an enemy. GOG has great sales. GOG is a great website. People should use it more. Alright, I think we're done with this level. Alright, how'd I do? Everyone. Over half the secrets. Not too shabby. If you do play Postal 2 one day, you have to promise me that you will pee on me, and well, I'm sure, why not? I will pee on you. I've had weirder requests. God, has anyone ever asked you to pee on them before? I think we've seen Dartigan only get 3 secrets no matter the max. I mean, I feel like I look pretty strenuously for them, but that's about as many as I ever find. Why did I? That was dumb of me. I walked right into those. I think we're actually closing in on where dust was made at. We're on the farm now. Pretty sure that had a slaughterhouse level too. I'm over that. You know, let's throw the hatchet for once. It was in an advantageous position there. That's why I missed so much. This'll work, I swear. Big guy. Legitimate military strategy. You think all those people who got their jobs in Bethesda because their achievements with modding wake up crying at night? No, they got pretty good, decent paying jobs. Why would they? Oh no, the money that helps me live in this like city that wherever Bethesda is based. Washington? Wherever that's at. Seattle? It's gotta be somewhere, right? Near Richmond? Oh, so they're in Virginia? I thought for sure they were like a Washington State, developer. No, I'm just messing with a portfolio. I know, I'm aware. But, messing with me is meant to be the thing you do in streams. Oh shit. Blood. Wasted. I'm pretty sure that was wasted. Ow. Fucking god, really? We could do all that over again. You back? Welcome back, Desire. Fuck. He's using my own strategies against me. I really need more sniper rounds here. Really? Okay, I aim too high, apparently. Finger slipped. Not nearly enough health in this level so far. Modding's fun, it can be. You can also start to eventually just be like, yeah, it's just a new skin. Wasn't really sure what to do with this rocket launcher here. I guess that's what I do with it. Is it really only 10:40? I thought it was like 11:30. I like this level. It's just straightforward, one direction. Don't have to worry about anything. Just weird the evil energy stopped coming out of the mountain. Nope, just, oh shit. Dynamite? Nope, don't add dynamite. Fuck am I know then? Shotgun. Just so when people take themselves out, I've had the thoughts I was just able to fight them. Good for you, my man. Here's the thing, I think everyone has those thoughts on occasion. I think the amount of people who've never had those thoughts is pretty low. So most people win that battle. Or at least that's what I always try to remind myself of. This is just turning into dusk now. Still missing my Indigo Prophecy fix on Patreon. Where's the meth? That's coming actually tomorrow, since I won't be streaming tomorrow. I'll be putting it up just because, hey, I need to put something up. I'm also going to be doing my my little podcast I haven't done for like several months because I've been so busy. That's going to be going up the day after the... Basically, currently the Patreon schedule is like put up the old Indigo Prophecy video, then put up a little podcast as well. So I got some line readings and like questions that are like months old I need to answer. You have a podcast? It's not really a podcast, it's just a question and like answer session that I do on my Patreon. Where like the certain patrons there get to ask me questions or request line requests, and I haven't done one in a while. It's been so fucking swamped. So I'm gonna do one of those again. Starting a podcast though might not be a bad idea given the current like content market. Oh, I need TNT. A true crime podcast. Those are a gold mine these days in content. And I do have the voice for it, I'm told. Didn't cast. So I've had a name for a podcast for a while called Sin Zero, which is like a reference to like my big ranty sin. Never did anything with it though. Want to hear Lucky in a future sim video? Let's make that happen. Oh hell no. I'm gonna do demolition charges again, do I? Do it. Oh shit. It's the worst possible room to fall into. Wait, this is not a secret area? I was positive this was a secret area. Fell asleep, had dream, and special someone. Those are the best dreams, aren't they? What was this special lady in the dreams like? You gotta manifest her, bro. Manifest it. She's gorgeous? Well, of course, bro. You're manifesting. You get the best of what you want. Oh, God. And I'm dead. Boo. Honestly, I don't know if I want to come in here just yet. Really check. Oh, I can't. There's more farmland up there I wanted to check out. Also take inspiration from the last Godzilla movie and call it Sin 1, as in the philosophical conversation one has that leads to Sin 0. I think Sin 0 just in terms of like a marketable name is better, and you know, it's spicy. Sin 0, what's that? Or at least I think it is. Sin -1, nah. I like Sin 0 better. Gains 10 plus experience whenever you use the manifest ability, new lore added. You just gotta manifest what you want in life. Like right now I'm manifesting winning that big Mega Millions or whatever it's called. It's gonna happen, bro. I got plans for that money. Welcome to the party barn. Speaking of manifesting, a guy gets arrested and is being told his Miranda rights. When the part anything you can say and will be held against you comes, he instantly responds with titties. You know what? You gotta keep a smile on your face and a joke in your heart when you're being arrested for whatever heinous crimes you've committed. It helps. wasn't expecting a haunted house, but I'll take it. Not the human you had to kill the girl with the cat. She was the one that also cat does help you a lot. In what game? I'm a little lost. That was creepy. Alright, they've done a pretty good haunted house in this game. Went through a curtain and all the doors are now openable and everything is like stacked properly. The game you played 2 days ago, like, oh, like that one, okay. John, that detective from the city, called back and wanted to speak with you about your complaint. Said if you can't get the name of the man who keeps stopping by or the name of the group he's with, he can look into it further. He's going to drive down later this week and talk with us in person, since I figured you'd be able to describe the man better than I can. Can you please clear your schedule and be sure you're home on Friday? Family's in danger. We need to address this now. Creepy basement. Call it Darticast. That's like the you never want to like put the word cast in your podcast these days, I feel. Do you remember? Can you tell us about an experience with a Karen I've had? I've never actually experienced a Karen before. What do they do down there? Am I the Karen? I've never once complained to management in my life. leave this area now, or like I should do something in the basement? You've never been to a store with some woman was asking you for a manager? I've never been involved with the camera before. Hey, I'm not gonna make you chicken. And you, steamed it, and you got rice as well.
Okay, thank you.
Lucky's back, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Lucky's very tired.
Everyone's talking about my potential for a podcast or something.
You should do that.
Charmsy, it is Charmsy.
Hey, Chef. Hey, Equinox. Dr. Baby. Monty. Chicken and rice made by Lucky. Sounds like it was not made by me. It was made by Dartigan.
No, I made
actually,
that.
in his days. He made me food to get it because I was working all day long and I didn't have time to cook for myself.
Even got you ice cream.
Yes, he did get me ice cream. Lifesaver. I'm gonna have some actually.
Yeah, chickens in the fridge.
Archive. How would I like to participate in a Sin video? Sure.
Yeah.
I'm happy to help.
She's helped me write a couple times, actually.
Not exactly.
You helped me a couple where I do some writing.
I let him spitball to me, but I do not sit there and write. I used to dabble in writing fan fiction, chat. I swear to you.
She was a fan.
I was on fanfic.net as a middle schooler into like.
What was your preferred
genre?
No,
What I like to write about.
What was your thing you were like a big fan of?
Legend of Zelda, and Gundam Wing.
Gundam.
I know, like really random, right?
You know what?
I did Final Fantasy 10 and 8 too. I think just like a couple of things. I was a real nerd.
Yeah, I bet it was good.
We all have. Yeah, I am planning to get some rest. I had a double performance day today. In the morning I had my first school showing of Romeo and Juliet, which went well, and then this evening we had opening for our children's show of Schoolhouse Rock. And I think I actually left my phone at the theater, so I saw that you texted me. I'm so sorry.
I just said that I made you chicken and rice. So.
Oh, I love you. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you.
It's all right. You're busy.
Gundam Wing fanfic wicked. Thank you. Yes, it was very fun. Hi, Mr. Cook. Hi, sister. Hi, Toto. Hi, Toto. Oh no, don't worry. I'm not losing my voice. I'm just tired. I've just been using actor voice all day long.
Actor voice.
Armsy fanfic. I'd actually read it. Oh God, I hope you wouldn't. It was like when I was in middle school, Monty. It's like really bad. You know where the honeymoon will be. We were talking about Japan.
We've talked about Japan a couple times.
Or maybe going out to California, or I'd go back to Tree Bones.
Yeah.
Again, that was amazing. LOZ and Gundam Wing would be a cool epic crossover. Hi, Luna. Pat's here to say hi. Hey, sexy lady. Hey, Morgana. But the kids did very well today. We had a piece of set fall apart on stage too, and we were able to get that handled, which was really good.
Like one of the boxes?
No, like one of the sides of the stairs on the stage for the kids fell off, and there were nails pointing out. And I was like, oh God, okay, we need to get the kids away from that. Needs to be handled immediately, or some little kid is going to accidentally scrape themselves and cry on stage. And there's that. So I ran backstage, and we actually coordinated one of the older like middle school or high school actors to like when there was cover to like go and grab it and pass it to us, and she
Also,
did
the
it.
audience couldn't see it.
They saw it, like everybody saw it. Everyone went ooh, and I was like, oh shit. But we had to get it off stage.
Yeah.
Without the little kids touching it, because the little kids were trying to like put it so that it wasn't in their way.
Yeah,
it was like a hazard. I just was like, no, I'm not sitting still for this. So I like went and ran backstage and coordinated with the backstage assistant stage manager who was there, who coordinated with me and one of the lead actors, and we basically made sure that who was also a child but was an older child could follow like big people directions. So I was like, okay, grab that, don't watch the nails, don't let it hit any of the little kids, but when you can, just pass it over to us, and like when they applause next. And so she was able to do that for us, and we were able to like get it off. And then during intermission, our tech guy
took care of it.
The dude who played
Baroon.
He was able to go and screw it back in.
Nice.
So that got fixed. But I was just like, oh my god, I was so proud of my little teenage actor for being, cause she was doing in the middle of like jumping, popping out from the sides to like sing her little parts and do it. So she handled our directions, kept her cues, so she popped out on time for her things, and then did the pass off perfectly.
Yeah.
I was really proud of her.
Donker Baby says you're gonna come see opening night of Little Shop.
Ooh, it's fun. There's a little champagne toast, and we usually stay after a little bit.
There's like a little bit of a party afterward.
But yeah, and Dart always comes to my opening nights. He didn't come tonight because I misunderstood. I thought Dart would come to every opening night I performed, and maybe not things I like was because I just assistant directed this.
Yeah.
And we actually sold out every performance this weekend of the kids show.
I'm gonna be there for the matinee.
He's gonna be there for the matinee on Sunday.
You're in a haunted house. There are locked doors, and you have an axe. Is it possible for you to hack the door? Nope, you can't really break the doors. Also, a few good places to visit if you guys go to Japan. If you and Dartigan went, I'm quite familiar with it.
Ooh, cool! You could give us some information. I've been watching this channel where they travel around Japan, and I'm like super into the places they go to. And it's really soothing, cause it's like ASMR stuff. So it's really, really, really nice. And they have some like, I don't want to say off-grid. Well, yeah, they do have some off-grid places.
Yeah,
they do have some stuff that's not very touristy, and we like that. And oh, you guys are so sweet. Good job. Yeah, honestly, it wasn't me that did the good job. It was just the little kid who did the good job. We're working with somebody asked the ages of the kids I'm working with. We're working with as young as 6, and as old I think is 17. Because one of them is driving. Do you mind me asking where is Little Shop at? I work at a theater called the Alchemy Theater. I'll be there.
Yeah. I do something in this room.
Doctor.
I don't know what.
That's the music. This is definitely better than that other. Honestly, it seems like it's better than that space game you were playing.
There are times where I'm getting lost in what to do though. Like right here, I'm like this is like some kind of weird haunted house thing that maybe is like.
You remember?
I don't know how to get in there. There'll be something upstairs that lets me get into it.
Japan would be nice. We were also open to going to like Big Sur, which is where we went on for. I took Dart for his 40th birthday to Big Sur. There was a rock slide though, or a mudslide or something, that prevented us from going to this one park that looks literally like Besaid Island in Final Fantasy. Like it's gorgeous. So we were thinking we could go back there, but we're open.
Yeah.
We're also probably not going to try to spend like $1 bazillion on a wedding and honeymoon. We want to get a house. He turned 40. He's over 40 now. He's 41 now, right?
A good age.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to say.
No, it's alright.
Oh no. Sorry. I doxed.
She doxed me.
You'd very much like to hear me read lines in a Sin video? Sure.
Completely lost right now in this house. Nothing's happening to trigger a way out.
You did Jamaica for your honeymoon. Lucky. We also talked about Italy too. I think
Yeah,
that was
Italy would be nice.
So Italy would be beautiful. God, we'd eat so much pasta. Pasta. I'm gonna go eat some ice cream.
Ice cream time?
Yeah, can I bring it in?
Yeah, you're my guest.
You want anything?
Oh no, I'm not hungry. I've had enough today. Where the frickin' hell am I supposed to be going right now? Like, I've got 2 different versions of this house, and neither one seems to change anything to let me progress. Use manifest. I'm manifesting as hard as I can, and it ain't working right now. I just can't leave. Did something glitch, maybe? Go back to the curtain. I did. I went back to like the destroyed house and nothing seemed to have changed there. Well, oh, okay. This sign that went bloody. Another one. Ah, sure. Farm key. This is turning into like this game's version of like the Doom My House mod. Any recent jump scares that got you? I know Fears the Fathom actually did. That was clipped. Not so much in this game, except I think there might have been one sort of one. But it's not really that scary of a game. It's more just like an enemy will pop out of a monster closet on occasion. Nice. I mean, in general, nah, not really. I've been too strong, too solid in my mentality. Here we go, creepy shit. I think my character might be dead. Well, that slosh made you a strong alpha male. No, I don't believe this based alpha male shit. I'm just based in general. You can be based in beta. Beta based. Right? Just blew me in my grenade. Well, you blew your friends in off though. I do not have enough health to deal with this.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Perfect timing. Dynamite, not a good idea there. Unless... Judge the living, destroy the unwilling, gather their flesh, and place the imbued remains with it. Do not touch the imbued remains with your bare hands. The strength of the will that is concentrated in the remains will transfer itself to the raw material you have gathered. As we have learned, that which is born of the will is not always able to be controlled. Be ready to subdue it. If all else fails, run. The creature shall carry out the will on its own. Done here. I'm in this process of just being a streamer. Like where I've run out of commentary, it's like, interesting. Actually a legitimate streamer tag, by the way. Don't have anything to say, make random noises. Motion charge. Oh shit. Got like nothing left to shoot. Throwing a lot of stuff at me, chat. suspect they need to start giving me ammo soon, because I'm gonna be stuck using an axe. Is this a Chainsaw Man? No, this can't be a Chainsaw Man reference. Do we know how much of this game is left, by the way? Not enough. Nope, need 2 more. Whatever, we got enough time to finish this level. Not enough more. Jesus Christ. I don't know what to do about that area. Struggling. Struggling hard. think I might be just like ammo stunned right now. I don't have enough to deal with long range fighting. Ooh, also getting a little tired, so I might be stopping soon. I need to go over there, but don't think I got what. I think I might need to go do the other one that's underground first, even though that one's kind of even harder. Wait, I can approach from this way. Here we go, that's what I needed. Why fucking die? You taking 3 days off before Silent Hill F? I might. Though, actually, I don't know. I only really need 2 days off, so I might take just my regular 2. Then come back and finish this game in a shorter stream. And then just be all fresh for Silent Hill F. Because I think I've only got one more stream of this game left. If I'm being honest. That being said, I might call it just right now because I am getting a little exhausted. I'm gonna have to like get some more ammo too, so we're going to go back to the cave area. It feels like a good stopping point, just to let myself stay rested because I got to record lines tomorrow. Don't want to wear on my voice too much. But so yeah, chat. I think we'll call it there. That's excellent stopping point. Good progress. Good game. However, no stream for like at least the next 2 days because I'm going to be recording my lines and getting to editing. Got some stuff to do around the house as well. You guys enjoy some other streams without me, but also go back and, hey, check out my channel somewhere. Watch some vids if you want. Maybe even subscribe if you're new, or like on Twitch or any of that stuff. Check out the Discord, Patreon to keep up to what I'm doing day to day. I'm usually there. And I'll be releasing the Indigo Prophecy video tomorrow on Patreon for everyone to watch, not even like paid members, because it's an old video. Gotta go up somewhere. Alright, chat. You guys have a great night. I will see you in a day or so. Everybody, later. Also, thank you for any super chats and bits and gift subs and all that stuff. And thank you to the wonderful mod team. Can't go without doing that first. Peace, everybody.